I know it's early to detect like lineup trends, but a lefty on the mound today is just kind of the look you think he might go with Hanser second and maybe even Vileka at third base.
Yeah, just trying to get as many right-handers in there as possible versus Perez. I think that, like I said on the radio with you, we don't have a ton of right-handed bench bats, so I think that I'd like to get Val a look against Perez, who's a lot better against left-handed hitters. Alberto, love to see him do what he did last year against left-handed pitching, so he's at the going to hit in the top part of the order.
Rich, you're up next. Go ahead.
Brandon, because of the 60 game season, are you likely to, despite today using a lot of right-handers against left-handers, are you likely to play guys more and not spot them as much? For example, Severino.
I would normally not play Sevy probably today, even in a shortened season, but I really wanted Sevy to play opening day, and I wanted him to play against the left-hander today. So I would assume that you can probably assume that Chance is going to get the start tomorrow versus a right-hander and Weber. But I think Sevy's a strong young guy. He'll be all right. A day game after a night game. I normally wouldn't want to do that, but it's the second game of the year, and he should be fine.
Dan Conley, you're up next. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Brandon, it seemed like last year nothing or very little frustrated you more than continual balls, like just over, just not throwing strikes. And obviously it's something that, every pitcher out there wants to throw strikes. And it happened again yesterday. What do you do with this? I mean, because obviously these guys are trying, but, how do you kind of get in their minds to throw more strikes? Is that much more difficult than it sounds?
Well, 190 pitches in 8 innings is not a real good formula for a win. Yeah. I mean, these guys have to throw strikes. I don't know. I think we do the best we can as coaches to stay positive. I know our pitching guys are working with our guys, every day. I thought we did a pretty good job in Sever camp of throwing strikes. We're hammering it. I mean, I've talked to all the bullpen guys about the trust that I need to know that when I hand you the ball that you're going to come in and go strike one and that you're going to work ahead of hitters. Or the bullpen just gets taxed. Guys are unavailable the next day. Like I said all year last year, the 25 to 30 pitch innings doesn't help out anybody. It actually kills your pitching staff. And so to try to get an inning in 12 pitches or less, or try to force early contact, we are stressing that. But it's up to them. It's their career. It's up to them to be able to do it. I think that some guys are a little different parts of their career. I think some guys can maybe try too hard. I think we had a little bit of that last year. I thought that's what Cody Carroll was, because Cody didn't throw like that a few days ago. Cody came in and pounded the strike zone, and then last night he was just missing up in the zone or above the zone. I think just probably because he hadn't pitched in the big leagues in a long time and was excited to be out there. So hopefully that's something we improve on over the course of the season, because it's your pitching's just not going to hold up if you can't come in and force contact and attack hitters.
Steve Molesky, you're up. Go ahead, Steve.
Brandon, most years as the season gets going, the battle for a manager is to keep his bullpen fresh because you're using so many guys. But in this unique situation, and for the next 2 weeks at least, I think it's 11 guys you might have in there. What have you thought about the balancing act of trying to keep guys regularly going, and at the same time you have so many right now?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, like today, I'm going to have 3 guys down. I know that doesn't sound like I know we have a lot, but you got to think about tomorrow also, and I prefer not to throw anybody back to back right now. just because guys aren't built up to that. Our starters aren't built up like it's normally they are in the end of July. So it's, even though it's a 30-man roster and we have 16 pitchers, I almost feel like it's not enough, because the lineups we face too. That's why the importance of be able to come in and commanding the ball in the strike zone and to try to get early contact is so key, because then it allows you to keep guys fresh and not have 30 pitch innings, which then puts you out for tomorrow. So we just got to do the best we're doing the best we can. And our guys are trying hard, and we're going to compete. But yeah, I mean, I think that we need to try to build up our starters a little bit more. I think everybody's going to have that issue. And I think our bullpen guys need to come in and go strike one.
Joe Trezor, you're up next. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Brandon. Good morning.
Morning.
We're going to talk to John Means in a bit, I believe. How does it work this year with a guy who's on the injured list and not traveling with you guys? Is he allowed to go to Camden Yards and work out and get treatment or throw, or does he have to stay home? Like, what's the deal there?
The Bowie.
Oh, so he's hanging out in the secondary camp until he's activated?
Yeah, all our IL guys, Tate, Harvey, Means, they're all in Bowie.
So do you get updates on him like daily, or just to
Yeah.
see where he's at?
Yeah, we have video. Everything's on video there, and we get medical and medical updates and a report from the coaches that are there.
So does he have to throw a bullpen then before he's activated?
Yep.
Thank you.
Rich, you're up. Go ahead, Rich.
Speaking of Hunter Harvey, is there a chance that we'll see him when he's eligible?
When what?
When he's eligible to come off on Thursday?
No.
John Muley, you're up. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Brandon. You spent probably most of the last 24 hours at the ballpark. There's a lot of talk about these unique circumstances. What's felt normal so far?
Well, I thought when the game started, I thought that felt normal from the standpoint of Major League Baseball game going on. Dugout interaction, that was normal. I think they did a nice job here. Our clubhouse situation here is good. We're all spread out. We're in a couple different rooms, but you do still see players and so I think the clubhouse stuff is normal here also, except that we're just a little bit more spread out. But the no fans is definitely different. So going out for like batting practice, that's a different environment. But I think once the game starts and in the clubhouse is close to normal.
Dan Conley, you're up again. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, Brandon, just to follow up on the question about Harvey, do you have any timetable on what he's looking at this point then?
Just he's still in a progression, so he's gonna start playing catch here hopefully soon, and then it's gonna be monitoring and a bullpen and probably a sim game or two, and so I don't think we have the timetable on him. I think we're just watching him every day. He is progressing and it is getting better, so hopefully he starts playing catch soon.